Well. Fantasy football season. And I know that there's nobody on this panel, on this table, on this set that is top 5 in our league.
Tell us, speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself, brother.
I know you're in 800.
What's your position?
No, you that is speaking. As
I
the
like
leader.
giving everybody a head start.
No, as a leader,
I'll
tell
give
us.
you a head start.
Lead. Tell us your position. No.
They must not see me coming.
No, we need to see you
strategy.
coming. It's very simple. Just tell us, Cerebrone.
My
Shame
position.
the devil. Just yes.
Cerebrone, if you
My
are,
current
if you are in
position.
the top 400, I have a gift for you. I dare you to be in the top 400.
Jesus, Cerebrone, you're not in top 400.
It's not in top 400. That's how bad this team is.
I'm in top 6,
But
700.
please, hail somebody that
Just please hail me. Hail me as the leader.
What's your position?
As the leader in this team.
What's your position?
249.
What's your position, please?
250.
Hail me as the leader in this team.
Disgusting and vile.
But what's yours?
Disgraceful.
What's yours?
So, you say this guy. You what
my
are
own,
you?
I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you that. You cannot.
700.
650.
Please
But
move on.
we're going to start by hailing someone who is number 1. Not you. Gatuso FC, Adeoye Simon. You are currently in the lead for the month, and I mean for the whole league. And if you do well this coming weekend, you might be the winner of our monthly prize. But yeah, congratulations to you so far for doing a good job. Well done. There are other people in the league too. At number 2, we have Philippe Eze, Fizz FC, 184 points. Actually 10 points behind number 1. Number 3, we have MCSA, Sultan Adrian Sa, with 184 points as well. And number 4, we have Friday Emmanuel, 182 points. Now, Friday Emmanuel, interestingly, got the highest points in the last game week, 119 points. Have you ever done 119 points
I've
before?
done 20 something in days of Vardy and Alexis Sanchez.
Vardy still play. What do you mean
like
the
when
days
they were
of-
like Alexis Sanchez, I've done
What's your highest point?
something. I think.
But
it should
wait
be one.
now. You say I have done. Where's the evidence?
There's no exactly.
Continue. There's no
That's
evidence.
your business.
Oh God, there's no
And at
evidence.
number 5, we have Busy FC, who's always busy. Noel Adeshola, 180 points. Now, if your name was not mentioned here, please try harder. You are not doing well enough.
Coming
Sorry.
from someone that his name might not be mentioned.
my own is coming soon. Don't worry. My own is coming soon.
Okay.
But like, what's your strategy going to this weekend?
First off,
What's your sorry? How many
let me
points do
start
you
from
have?
last week. This
How many
week,
points do you have?
the
Because
last weekend,
Top
I
5
had
now. We've got to like 180. Do you
I
have
had
up to 150?
78. Okay, accumulatively it's 149. 149 points I had. You see, I'm angry. Like last weekend, I was supposed to hit it. It's not excuses, but I will stop listening to bad advice.
Supposed to. I was. Please let's.
No, it's not. I
Let's
was.
go with reality, please. Stop dreaming.
I almost triple captain Haaland,
Almost. Me too. I almost won the Champions
Oh
League.
God!
Stop with all
Havertz
this.
did not
I'm
see.
almost
Havertz is
feeling
making me. I don't
Let's
want
move
to
on with
attack you
reality.
first.
What's your own point?
My
Like,
what?
well, how many points do you have
Last week, 81 points.
currently?
148 or so.
148.
Yeah.
Man,
You are not up to. You are not up to 100.
You
But
are
you're
not
not
up to 100.
Me, I'm on 132.
Well, it's a lie. 132. You are not. Is not up to 100?
I got 77 points last week.
That's
Let's
First
see.
week,
No, I
59
need
points.
evidence.
I will show you now. You think
Cannot have 77 points.
I don't do like some people that cannot provide evidence.
but
Can
why?
you see me last week? Can you see?
77 points.
77.
That's still poor though.
Last week.
Very poor.
Don't worry, I'm coming. It's all a plan.
So, but yeah,
Okay.
but while you guys are, having a go at your bad teams and stuff,
Someone I'm higher than.
while you guys are having a go about your bad teams and stuff, let's talk about what the strategy is now moving forward. I said in a video before, the start of the season that anybody that does not have Haaland in his FPL team, you are a joker, right? But we've been seeing videos now. I even saw a video, on Sky Sports, a show dedicated to saying that a strategy without Haaland is actually possible, is actually viable, and this
it's possible.
and they brought in top FPL gurus to analyze why it is possible. And for a minute, though, I was tempted. I was tempted to take up Haaland, but I'm not going to listen to
Will
them.
you have peace of mind?
But let's
if you don't have
let's
Haaland?
actually discuss some of the key points of making that happen, removing Erling Haaland in your FPL. If you do that, what strategy must you do, to cover up?
Let's start with our the game week. That's Gattuso FC. He doesn't have Haaland, and that's a pro sort of non-Haaland team. Investing more on his defense and also in the midfield.
Yeah.
Midfield, he has Son Heung-min. Son has been prolific this the start of the season. He had Bukayo Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, and then Mohamed Salah. Smith-Rowe gave him 10 points. Son gave him 16 points. Salah gave him 20 points. That's his captain. I don't have double it, so that's just 10 points earlier. For the defense, you have Konate with 7 points, Mazraoui 4 points, Saliba 6 points, Manuel Akanji with 2 points, and Pedro Porro with 6 points, sorry. And David Raya, that's the goalkeeper. So it just shows you that Haaland, if you have a Haaland, and so if you don't have Haaland in your team, one next name you need to have first has to be Mo Salah. Salah is a sure name.
How about us that have both?
Yes, I have both. But then I'm saying if you want to, you are still not top 700. You are still top 700. Calm down.
I'm not triple captain Haaland.
Leave that in there. So if you have, then you talk about Son Heung-min, which is another cheap. Not like it's so cheap, but it is not as high as Mo Salah. Salah is the highest midfielder. That was 12.5 million. Son Heung-min is around 10. Then you now have a Saka that is sure of either scoring or giving you an assist every week. That gives you points. Another player I think people are also looking at too is Emile Smith-Rowe. He has the first game week, the only week that the first 2 game weeks, he has been able to be on good performance too for his new side Fulham. So
he scored a lot in preseason.
And another player you need to look out for is Danny Welbeck. These are cheap options that if you are not having an early brought Haaland. So this is when you use it the most. But I think these are the things you look out for. And
one thing I want to say though is that if you are using your wild card already, you are wrong. You are wrong. I see this happen every year. When you come into a season and you plan your team for at least the first 5 weeks. So no matter what happens, you don't react too quickly. You observe and let things play out. It's fine if you are not in the top 1 million, or in top 5 but don't use your wild card yet. You're going to need it later. Just calm down. If you have to make subs, make 1 or 2. But don't use your wild card.
But Sarah, sometimes people do that quickly because of the increase in prices of players as they perform better. We've seen,
but anything can happen.
Players are going high,
and the people that do transfers a week ahead, I don't understand. That should never that's a very, very bad strategy. Doing your transfers a week ahead or something because you want to fight that price thing. If you do a transfer on Sunday night when the game week has ever ended, then by Friday, you now hear that the person that you brought in and you took -4 is injured.
Training.
You will take another further minus. And
but
it's kind of pointless.
To answer go back to the question, the no Haaland strategy, I think it's a very simple thing. If you don't have Haaland, then you need to have 3 big hitters in your midfield.
Yes.
You need to have big hitters in your midfield and your defense as well. So if I the FPL manager that shared the no Haaland strategy, so they asked him to show his team without Haaland. He had Saka, he had Palmer, and he had Salah. Those 3 midfielders can already give him.
And he will have Trent as well, right?
He had Trent in defense. He had Duchess as well. He had defenders that could also give assists as well. He had David Raya in goal. Raya is the goalkeeper leading in double digits at the moment. So if you have spread across, you can cover for what Haaland will give you if you are smart about it. In your forward position, you can just get maybe someone like Watkins or maybe Isak. You can even have both of them if you don't have Haaland.
The thing is, if I'm doing a no Haaland,
to be fair, I'm going to, especially when the Champions League starts. City have some tricky fixtures in the Champions League. If I see what their fixture looks like in the Premier League as well, and I feel like they will rotate heavily, I might actually consider removing Haaland for maybe 1 or 2 game weeks.
Well, for me, if I'm
preferably when I'll use my wild card.
If I'm doing a no Haaland strategy, it's actually very straightforward for me. 2 Arsenal defenders.
to give you
Saliba
clean sheet and
and
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Yes, maybe sometimes they may not give you, but more often than not they will give you
Or you
clean
can
sheet.
use Ben
And I will
White
have
too.
Saka
Yeah.
getting. So no matter what happens, anytime Arsenal keep clean sheets or a clean sheet, I have 12 points
already.
at least, which is, you know, I mean sometimes even more than what Haaland might give you in a week. You get, and that's like just guarantees. I won't do Trent per se because I don't know. I think it's better to have Trent is more expensive than those.
But Trent might give you more.
It might give you more points.
Trent has
we have to
given.
observe the way he will be used by Slot
But
compared to.
he looks to be like.
If I was subbed off the other time and he was angry.
Even when he was subbed off, he still gave up to 7. I think he gave like 6 or 7 points in that same match. So he gives you.
But that was for clean sheets.
So,
the reason why you would go heavy on a Trent is because of the assists it will give you. So even if he's not keeping a clean sheet, you know that points will still come in. But if Liverpool are not going to be using him the way Klopp used him or playing him for 90 minutes, then it starts to look tricky. Do you get? Because that last game they took him off and he was even upset about it. And if that's how it's going to be, then that means that probably will be getting subbed off often, which will not be ideal for like your point size. So I'd rather go for the ones that I know will play 90 minutes and will probably keep clean sheets and just guarantee those points. Now, if you had Saliba and Gabriel in the first 2 game weeks,
you'll have been assured
you've got to 24 points
at
already,
minimum.
at minimum. And that's fantastic for me. So if I'm not doing Haaland, I'm going to have Gabriel, Saliba, and then I'm going to have Cole Palmer, Saka, 10 million guys, and then
guys that
Salah
can score and assist, and also take pens,
set pieces, take pens, everything. You have to have those guys. You have to be heavy on those guys.
But Cerebrone, just this little swipes. You have all this knowledge, but you're in 700 and sorry, sir.
Should practice what you
preach. Yes, practice what you preach.
Oh,
go and practice what you
preach.
But while we are thinking about the tricky things that could do, how about looking at those our differential picks? I and Kolade have heard about it. We have talked about players that cost less than or maybe 6 million and below, and how they've given lots of points.
Let me tell you something. I'm the OG.
Oh God, you don't have points. Tell me someone that has 81 points last weekend. Let me.
So I you know when we had that discussion, I mentioned Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, we did do that. He scored.
So I'm still going to stick with Welbeck. It's very good value for money, and I think it's going to have a very brilliant season with Brighton this time around. I think Ferguson has gone down the pecking order. So
Brighton,
I expect to see more minutes for Welbeck. There's also Onana for Villa. I'm surprised it's just 5. I'm surprised it's just 5 million as well. Then if you want to go with Bournemouth, you have Semenyo and Tavernier. You know, they are only just 5.
Semenyo is a very, very smart pick.
They just cost 5.5 million, and those guys could give you, you know, the odd goal or the odd assist there. Then there's also Smith-Rowe, 5.5 as well.
Yes.
Adama Traore is just 5 million. Vardy.
I'm not buying. Don't tell me Traore. Please don't listen to Kolade on this.
You'll be surprised.
Run away.
Last week he gave an assist. The only thing missing is his end product. There's also
that's always been missing.
Yeah.
There's anything to know about Adama Traore.
But do you know my biggest differential though? I'm surprised he's 4.5 Van de Ven.
Yes.
4.5. Last week he gave me 9 points. I'm surprised it's just.
The reason why I think it's because all my defenders are 4.0. Which is a strategy I need to change. But some players that people are not talking about are the Brentford duo. Mbeumo
and Wissa.
Yeah.
Like I clocked
even last
before
season.
The season started, but I was just still like, let me go for. No. See, one thing you have to do at the start of the season. You have to pick players that everybody is picking so that you don't fall behind
too much.
You have to follow the template team. Everybody is picking Isak. If you don't pick Isak and Isak pops, you are in trouble.
But if I've not mentioned now,
Baba, the no Alan strategy for now
it doesn't make sense.
See that
but you are going to have sleepless nights if you don't have Haaland.
It's just like the weekend when Haaland scored a hat. People that know Haaland were there, like me that did not triple captain him. I was so angry.
And
Noni
not that Wolves allowed them to be doing anything. It would have been a disaster for non-Haaland. They scattered everything. But I think another person to look at is Mateta. Is 7.5, and we know he's been in form even in the summer.
But now with Nketiah coming in, is it
Nketiah will still play, but still Mateta still stands ahead of him. I think
it's not like Nketiah is going to bench him. Maybe they could,
don't you think
rework the team in a way that both of them play.
What about our Vardy?
Vardy on his own has the experience. I mean, top 4.
Yes, Vardy scored the first match week. He gave points.
Top 4 forward with points in the FPL history, but the fact that he plays with a Leicester is just too unpredictable to go with him for now.
Yeah.
For now. But maybe when they are playing,
we don't even know how good Leicester.
Maybe when they are playing sides like maybe Ipswich or whatever, you could consider Vardy. But aside that, I won't really go with him. I'd rather go with a differential that that I can bank on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody likes Mitoma anymore.
No, but Mitoma still gives point. In the first game, he's been giving assists, but
he's consistent lately to bank on him.
Okay, I don't think it's a bad choice.
But I think a smart thing to do if you're not going to have Haaland, but you want to have Manchester City players, is to get Savinho and KDB.
I'm going to say
KDB
Jeremy
is not
Doku.
as expensive as Haaland.
Yeah.
It's about 10, but he's
the fact that he will give the assist, he guarantees
assists.
assist.
Give you assists, and he probably even scores.
Yes.
Then on top of that, Savinho seems to be very good at winning fouls and penalties.
But why go for KDB when you can get a Cole Palmer?
Okay. Well, fair enough.
But it's all good, and
it depends. It depends because Pep might rotate that guy, KDB. We're going to have our usual Pep issues, but anyway, at the end of the day, we're all going to come up with our strategies and do whatever we need to do, and then I will win because I always win.
Can't win from the back.
So let's look at 2 games that will probably be able to produce points for a lot of people. First one, I think Ipswich versus Fulham.
Yeah,
that's a game. I mean, of course, Ipswich right now, they just got knocked out of the cup to a
Wimbledon.
Yeah,
League 2 side. That's disappointing.
Very, very disappointing.
Forgive
and then on top of that, they've had a baptism of fire already. Played Liverpool, played against Manchester City as well.
They try and score
and now
one.
they're playing against a Fulham team that are very, very, very exciting.
Exactly, especially in attack.
Yeah, I think this is the week to have Smith Rowe. By fire, by force. Smith Rowe, Iwobi. Yeah.
I think Smith Rowe is a better option. Judging by points, yes.
Why? Why do you think so?
Smith Rowe has been more. He has the highest points compared to that.
Than Iwobi.
Iwobi more of joints in the build-up play and all.
But Iwobi is.
Smith Rowe can score, can still give you the other assist as well.
Wasn't it Iwobi that scored the?
No. I think he gave.
It wasn't the one.
He gave the assist last week.
That's last week against Leicester.
Yeah, he gave the assist for
points.
Smith Rowe.
So we're just saying if you are choosing between.
No. Okay,
he scored the winner against Leicester. Trust my Nigerian boy.
No problem.
Okay,
so that means you can. But I think for me, this is the week you try my guy, Davis of Ipswich, an assist. What's this?
You know someone that
I have him in my FPL this week.
Talks about that is actually quality and can get you points. Anthony Robinson.
Have you put him in your team before?
But I have Davis in my team this week.
He got an assist last week.
Yeah.
And he's a very, very exciting.
Okay, so if
we're
talking
if you want a defender that
Switch,
could
what about Leno? Is Leno a good option then?
Yeah, Leno as well. Yeah, for a clean sheet because I don't.
No, I don't. I'm not changing my goalkeeper.
Who's your goalkeeper?
Raya.
Okay, but away from Fulham Ipswich here, Newcastle Spurs is a game that in terms of goals, it's crazy. And Isak has not really started the season running like we expected it would. But do you think this game could be something to
this is a game where you should not hold any defenders,
so I should remove I should remove Van de Ven.
No, you can keep him. You can keep him since you already have him and he's cheap.
Have him. It's 4.5.
I have a Doji.
Who knows, he might even get an assist again or something.
Yeah,
the thing is, if you have fullbacks in that, you can get a lot of points, like Porro and
Pedro Porro.
Yeah, you can get a lot of points because they're going to attack.
Do you think it's the week to captain Son?
No, I would have Son, but to captain
him, don't do that. But I mean, who knows? So. This is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, but it's so unpredictable to just captain Son.
Yeah, I don't think you want to.
They say it's the risk takers that make.
You do it now. Can't captain him now.
I've I've already taken my risks by having Davies. So I'm telling you, why taking the risks? Make sure you are also taking the best of risks, just like Gattuso did during the weekend, and he's currently the leader in the FPL. Next week is the chance for everyone to make it good. If you get to top it, which means you become, in fact, your name will be written in the history book. The first BE Nigeria FPL manager of the month awaits whoever wins this weekend. On behalf of myself, the Duchess of Sports, and the man that is
watch out for me
around 700 in the ranking. This one is just standing behind me, but I would just improve that point going on to the side. We say just stay with us, like, comment, share, and always wait for our FPL tips for every match day. Take care and bye bye.